Welcome and thank you all for coming here today. I'm Jeff Gaither and I'm honored to serve as the chair of the Greater Indianapolis Progress Committee. A little over 2 months ago at our quarterly meeting, Mayor Hogsett charged Gypsy with implementation of his vision, identifying and providing summer jobs for Indianapolis youth. The work that has been done, thanks to the countless community partners here in the room today, is what we're gathered here today to celebrate. So now, on behalf of all of us in Indianapolis who care deeply about the future of our children, the city's youth, and the welfare and safety of our community, I'm so very proud to introduce our Mayor, Joe Hogsett.
Thank you, my friend. Well, good morning. It's a great day for Indianapolis, and I appreciate all of you being here and joining with me. Nearly a year ago, as Jeff mentioned, I stood in front of hundreds of high school students gathered at the Marian University gymnasium. And in that moment, I pledged to create our city's first comprehensive coordinated youth summer employment program. The energy in that room that day gave me great hope. Hope that has been in short supply for far too many neighborhoods throughout our community for too long. A quick glance at the statistics makes it easy to understand why there has been a lack of hope. 1 in 3 of our children are born into homes that operate at or below the federal poverty line. The unemployment rate for youth of color in Indianapolis is 3 times the rate for the state of Indiana. And studies have shown that young people who miss out on early work experience are more likely to be unemployed as an adult. Worse yet, last year's Your Life Matters report made clear that young people in this city aren't just experiencing a youth unemployment problem. We have a youth work readiness problem, with fewer and fewer teens finding themselves prepared to take on that new first job with the skills that employment entails and requires. In short, our city has lost a generation of young people, and we risk losing another if we do not act. That is why today I am proud to stand with the leadership of the Greater Indianapolis Progress Committee, the leadership of Employ Indy, the leadership of the Indy Chamber, and the youth employment partners present today like TeenWorks, to announce the creation of a citywide cross-sector youth employment initiative called Project Indy. Project Indy is the result of some of Indianapolis's greatest minds coming together with the goal of creating and fostering high-quality employment and job training opportunities for the young people throughout our city. As I was once told, in the summer, if kids got nothing to do, they rarely do nothing. And it is for that reason that Indianapolis has seen an uptick in youth violence and heightened levels of crime over the summer months. But by offering teens the opportunity to earn money, by offering teens the opportunity to gain life skills, we will be keeping them engaged while helping prepare them for the next chapter of their life. Project Indy will work with the private and nonprofit sectors to match our young people with meaningful summer employment. We will leverage our community's current standalone programs, wonderful programs that have peppered our community for many years, and convene additional corporate and nonprofit stakeholders in a highly visible, coordinated effort. Summer this year, at least for us, maybe not the calendar, but summer for us starts June 8th. That is the last day classes will be given in the Indianapolis public school system. By June 8th, Project Indy will have helped make available 1,000 jobs for our young people to transition into for the summer. And by next year, 2017, Project Indy hopes to coordinate 2,000 jobs for young people in the summer. By 2020, Project Indy hopes to coordinate 5,000 jobs for young people in our community during that 6 to 8 week summer period. And that sort of vision, that sort of challenge is possible thanks to community partners who have heard the clarion call and stepped up to make it happen. Thanks to TeenWorks, the executive director, Tammy Barney, Mary Boyer, and my very good friend, Mary Ann Glick, not just for hosting us all today, but for serving as a trailblazing organization that has long led this community in finding new and more inventive ways to engage our young people. Thanks to Pastor James Jackson and Pastor Wayne Moore for their Clean for Green program, which for years has kept our young people off the streets and preoccupied with important and challenging work during the summer. Thanks to KIB, Keep Indianapolis Beautiful, and Groundwork Indy for being willing to expand an already great work that they have been doing. And having seen these young people out planting those trees, I can attest that truly is work. Thanks to Michael Huber and Indy Chamber for their growing commitment to encourage civic engagement by the business community. And thank you to Employ Indy for its work to renew a focus on workforce development for our young people. And special thanks to John Brandon of the Marion County Commission on Youth, who has for years been the vanguard on this topic, but who most importantly was kind enough to let me lift many of his ideas on youth employment in putting together this program. Now, I haven't mentioned all of you today. Doing so would take up a couple of hours. But these committed partners, and many of you who are also here today, ensure that Project Indy will not just be a quick fix, one-time solution to youth unemployment, but will remain part of the fabric of this city for many, many years to come. Today isn't just about the future, though. It's about the here, and it's about the now. Thanks to the work of those in this room, I am proud to announce that just 2 days ago, the White House designated Indianapolis a summer impact hub, creating a pathway to funnel additional resources toward Project Indy and our nonprofit partners in the years to come. Because of this announcement and the Near East Side Promise Zone designation announced last year, I'm also proud to stand with Director James Taylor today to announce the awarding of a $2 million federal grant for YouthWorks Indy. YouthWorks, which is part of Employ Indy, will be housed in the John Bonner neighborhood centers on the near east side of Indianapolis. In partnership with Project Indy, YouthWorks will provide year-round work and year-round work readiness and year-round employability skills training, along with the invaluable experience that it provides our teens. Let me be clear. All of this is just the first step in a very long journey. The challenges we seek to tackle were not created overnight. They were not created in 1 year. They were not created in one mayoral term. And they will not be solved in that same period. But I stand here today heartened to feel the same energy in this room that I felt in the Marion University gymnasium over a year ago, filled with teenagers wanting the opportunity to complete a summer job opportunity. That energy is what time and time again our city has relied on to tackle our great problems and do great things. And with all of you working together on Project Indy, I am more confident than ever before that Indianapolis's best days, our very best days, are yet to come. And so I'd like to introduce now Deputy Mayor for Neighborhood Engagement, Dr. David Hampton, for some comments, in no small measure because Dr. Hampton will be helping oversee Project Indy. So, Dr. Hampton.
We consider this a great step and a great victory. Of course, the mayor has made it clear that this is just a step, but it is a major step. Project Indy is such a wonderful opportunity for us to move beyond rhetoric to now resources. We've long talked about the issues and we have identified some of the problems, but now we have an opportunity to actually provide resources, to provide jobs and more jobs. Our mayor has initiated 1,000 jobs, and that was pre-campaign and during the campaign. And now post-campaign, we've been able to reach that goal, even through some of our city jobs. And so I want to just talk about the importance of making sure that our teens have access to gainful employment, that they have access to some of the outreach opportunities that are available. The mayor has mentioned that we need to partner with all of our community stakeholders. Pastor Moore and Pastor Jackson are here. So I would ask that our faith community collaboratively work together around Project Indy. I would also certainly need to mention the Indy Chamber and Employ Indy and TeenWorks, Greater Indianapolis Progress Committee, and Keep Indianapolis Beautiful is here as well, and all of our important stakeholders who will help to buttress this effort, because we know that also throwing money at an issue will not solve the issue either, but we can't do very much without the funding. So we have to work together, the funding as well as the sweat equity that will be necessary to help our teens. And the mayor really said it well. If we're not careful, we're going to lose an entire generation. We've heard the term that our young people are generation next. I'd like to correct that. They are generation now, because if we don't do something now, we're going to lose an entire generation. And we want to make sure that we don't overlook previously underserved populations as well. We want to make sure to tear down some of the misconceptions that only certain teens will be helped either from prior efforts or even this effort. We're going to see that all of our teens, and especially our underserved and overlooked young people, are helped through Project Indy. So we consider this a great victory today for the city of Indianapolis, a great victory certainly for the Mayor Hawkshead administration, and a great victory for all of us to begin to start somewhere and put a stake in the ground to save our young people. Thank you very much.
Let me just conclude by saying that as we continue to grow, as we continue to seek out new opportunities and better ways of offering the youth of our city the chance to learn important life skills, we will look back on this group of founding partners and celebrate the beginning of Project Indy. But while we celebrate today, and there is much to celebrate, the White House designation, $2 million, and the creation of Project Indy, I know that there will be much more to celebrate in the years to come. So to mark where we started, I would like to invite all of the Project Indy partners gathered here today to join with me in the front of the room and sign your organization's name to our Project Indy seal as a memory to this wonderful start for the future of our great city and its youth. Thank you very much.